Namaste beautiful yogis. Today I have a video. It was a requested video and I want to share it with you. I'll try to make it quick. It is newborn must-haves. So this is going to cover all the way up to 2 months must-haves, and I tried to make it minimalist, but it turned out to be somewhat of a long list, longer than I wanted it to be, because babies do need some things, and I'm keeping the things at what you absolutely need. So those are the must-haves. And let's start with the first thing. By the way, please post requests for product videos that you want me to do, such as postpartum must-haves. I will do after 2 months baby must-haves, all of those. But if you want a specific video, post it, because I would love to share those things with you. And let's get started. First, organic diapers. I would say absolutely invest in organic diapers. If you are gonna do cloth diapering, I chose not to, because anyways you're going to have to buy a set of cloth diapers and for a newborn, and then she or he is gonna grow out of them quickly, and it's just a big investment that you have to toss and get again a batch of diapers. So for me, I decided I will just buy diapers because I want to have a lot of time to spend with her, and they're biodegradable, the diapers I buy. So I figured this works for me. But buy organic, because the non-organic brands have chemicals in them that can irritate baby's skin, leach into her blood from the skin, and they're just toxic in general. So buy organic diapers. I will list below diapers that I'm using. I like the 365 brand a lot. We haven't had leaks or anything. Everything will be listed below. If I forget to mention some things, they're all gonna be in the description below. So go through the links below. Second, you will need natural wipes. I have things to show you here. I'm loving these wipes. 7th generation, and my plan now, up until now, I just use them for diaper change. From here on, I'm just going to use cloth wipes for when she pees, and this for only when she poops, so I don't have to wash poopy cloths, because she doesn't poop that much. I change her a lot during the day when she pees, so I'm just going to dip this in water and wipe her and wash this with her clothes. That way, I'm not wasting that many wipes, if that makes sense. Now, you're going to also need clothes. Go for organic clothes again. Buy just a few, depending on which season you birth your baby in. If it's winter, you're gonna need long sleeve and long legs with the socks onesies. And if you can get the ones that have the flip over hands, get that too, because babies newborn scratch their face and their nails are like razors. Especially in winter, they get real cold, regardless, even if it's warm enough for you, the temperature, they do get cold. So overnight you just flip over them, the arms, and those are very comfortable. Also, I find that the ones with the zipper are very convenient, but all onesies works for me. The ones with the buttons also work, and the ones that just have buttons down where the legs are, those work too. I'll list below my favorite ones. We had quite a few from Burt's Bees, the organic. You want to give your baby clean stuff. Also use clean detergent, washing detergent, or even I will list below the laundry nuts, because they're very clean, and you want to keep everything clean so your baby's skin feels good. She hasn't had rashes or reaction to any products, I think because of the detergent I'm using and because the diapers were clean, so I think that was the reason. Next, you will need a swaddle blanket, a few of them. Get at least 3 or 4, or I think I have at least 4 of those, kind of like this big size, because you're gonna use them for everything. You will use them to swaddle her. You will use them to cover her on walks as a blanket. You can use this as a nursing cover. You can use this for so many things, wiping things. It's just, they will come in handy. And this is also from Amazon, organic, so use those. I would say don't buy anything up until you have your party, because you don't want to overbuy things. You want to basically buy what you didn't get as a gift, because people will send you and give you a lot of gifts and a lot of clothes. And I want to give you a tip for clothing and shopping. I didn't know what I will need at all as far as clothes go for a baby, so I went on Craigslist and I typed newborn lot, and there was a lot of them. So if you live in America and you have Craigslist, local Craigslist, type that. And I found someone exactly down the street from me that was offering a lot of 100 pieces of baby clothes that were from 1 month to 12 months, and for $75. So I figured I'll buy that, because most of the clothes were new, because you will see, you will not, most of your clothes you will not use, you will just use your onesies and your socks. And but you still, there will be things that you need, like leggings, shirts, things that will need once or twice, and you're better off getting them either as hand-me-downs or as a lot than just buying all these things that she's never gonna, or he's never gonna wear. So that's what I did. I bought a lot, and it had a lot of onesies for a newborn, a lot of onesies for the age of 0 to 3 months, which you will need in the first month, most likely for a lot of babies. Once she's 9 pounds or 10 pounds, you move into the 3-month range. There was a lot of socks, towels and stuff like this, and a lot of cute clothes coming up for the next month, for 3, for 6 months. So get a lot of clothes so that it covers your basics, and after that you can buy yourself the cute clothes, what you particularly need, the organic clothes. Another cool thing about this is that if they're not organic, they've already been used and washed a few times, so the dyes have come off and they're not gonna go on your baby's skin. And after I bought the lot, I washed it with organic detergent twice, everything, and we have clothes for every stage of her development, and she's kind of covered. If I want something cute, I will get her something cute, but she's covered for the basics. Next, after that, you get a fluffy blanket. I at first didn't think I'm gonna get a fluffy blanket because it is polyester, but it comes in so handy. It's very warm, it's good for when it's really cold, and I find that it fluffs up so thick that I can prop her. It helps me prop her when I'm breastfeeding her in bed, when we're laying and I'm breastfeeding her. It's like very convenient for propping her. So get at least 1 or 2 of those. They come in handy. You can lay them down on the ground. They come in handy. Then get a ton of socks. I have probably 50 socks and none of them ever match, so that sucks. I don't know how that happens, but they do go in that in this dimension where socks go. I don't know where socks go, but they go in a particular dimension. So whatever that is, but I use the socks for her hands as mittens, because I have mittens but they all fall off immediately, plus they're not warm enough, so her hands get cold and the socks just stay on. So socks for the feet and socks for the hands, it worked perfectly for us. Maybe it didn't look as good, but who cares when it worked so well. After that, get a baby grooming kit. I received that as a gift, and it is very helpful because it has everything in it, so you don't have to buy separate things. It just has things that may come in handy. It has files for the nails, it has a clipper for the nails. You do need a nail clipper to clip their nails. It has a brush for brushing off their hair, and also a lot of babies, including Lottie, got a little bit on her hairline cradle cap, and with a little bit of coconut oil, this takes it all off. And also the funny thing is, the first time I brushed her hair was just now when she was 2 months old or even over, because I didn't want to put coconut oil before that on her. I just kind of kept her clean and just with water, clean her just with water. So now I finally want to massage her and do coconut oil with her, and I put a little bit of coconut oil on her and started brushing her off. and I'm so focused on her cradle cap and just brushing everything off, and then I look at her and she's smiling and laughing her head off. She loved it. She loved the sensation of this on her head. So that kit is perfect. It has quite a few things in it. It has a syringe, a teething toy. It has a bunch of things that it just you may not need, but it's very inexpensive. It even has a thermometer. It's very inexpensive, and you may just in an emergency need some of those things, and you just get everything at once. After that, you will need a rocker. I will include the rocker in the description below. I loved this rocker that we're using, especially in the newborn stage, because when she was just newborn, she would sleep in it more than in anything else. And I think it was, I would say it is a must-have. If you opt out just for simple bed, that's fine, but that may give you a lot of extra time, because you can take it anywhere. If you're in the kitchen eating, you can take the baby with you. If you're watching TV in the living room, you can bring it. It's really light and foldable, and I can drag it around. And it has music. It rocks automatically, just puts her to sleep. She loves it. And one more benefit to it is when she's cold, it's very cozy and it wraps around her, so she feels very warm in it, with a little swaddle blanket on top that I tuck under, so she's safe. Oh, it's an absolute must-have if you ask me. After that, co-sleeper. They're very simple. They're also very inexpensive. I find for me a co-sleeper is a must. I don't feel comfortable placing her in bed next to me, because I'm a deep sleeper. Fall asleep deep, and I just feel more rested if I'm confident that she is safe, because I have a blanket in bed, and I don't toss and turn too much, but I don't want to be frozen like this, constantly thinking, is she okay, am I gonna roll on her? And a co-sleeper is just right next to you. It has a mesh, so you can see her, she can feel you, she can feel you breathe, your baby or he, and she's safe and secure in her co-sleeper. So to me, that is a must-have. Since I started using the co-sleeper, I made a mistake not to use the co-sleeper the first month of her life, and I think it affected her sleep a little bit, because ever since I using the co-sleeper, she sleeps amazingly. We're now up to, she sleeps 6 hours a night, and then she does a dream feed. She feeds for 20 minutes in her sleep and goes back to sleep in her co-sleeper, and it works perfectly. If she's for some reason fussy, which is not often, I'll put her in the rocker and she'll fall asleep there too. Also, for my room, for the nursery, I got a smart mattress, which is a mattress that doesn't use the heavy chemicals in it, and it's also very firm, so it's really convenient for nursing when you're laying and for sleeping, because when you lay, it has foam. It's a foam mattress, but it is designed in a way where it is soft on your hips and on your joints, but at the same time even great for pregnancy. But at the same time, it's very firm, and if I lay and she's next to me, her bed doesn't just kind of tilt towards me. And it is an amazing mattress. So if you can invest in a mattress for the nursery, I totally recommend it. It also doesn't have the heavy chemicals, formaldehydes. It's made in America, so it doesn't have all the added chemicals that because for seeds, they don't know what causes it, but I have looked at a few articles that claim that seeds may be caused by all the chemicals that are, the products nowadays, the fire retardants and all of that, the heavy chemicals. So things that you buy, you should air out, and if you can get some used things. Oh, obviously for baby stuff, I didn't want to get too many used things because they can get dirty and babies put everything in their mouths. But if you can limit new carpets and all those things, it's probably best. This particular mattress, Smart Mattress 8 Mattress is the brand, doesn't have the heavy chemicals and formaldehydes in it and the heavy fire retardants in it. It is made with safe safe materials, and it is a foam mattress, so it's very firm, very comfortable. I don't have pains and aches, even though I'm carrying her a lot, probably due to sleeping so well on it, because it's designed in a way to provide you with deep sleep, because you're gonna get segments of sleep, but it's better if those segments are deep sleep. So that's what I have in my nursery, and the owner of the company has given me coupon for my followers, so I will include the coupon code below. That is a little more optional, but get her a moving bed, because you can move it around and you can have her sleep on her side in it, on both sides in it, on her back and on her tummy, and it's very simple, very it doesn't have any padding, so it's safe for seats and such things, and you can move it around where you're at, because the first month you will notice that you're pretty nervous. I didn't want to leave her somewhere else. I was always with her, so if I'm in the kitchen I would just drag that bed in the kitchen. If I was in the living room, I would. And newborns don't care for sound and noise, a lot of newborns, so you can have her anywhere with you, and she just, the noisier it is, the more she sleeps. I remember we had a party for her, and all her my partner's relatives came over, and they were over for 4 or 5 hours. She never woke up because it was so noisy. Everybody was talking, chatting, and she just slept in her bed. This bed in particular has a cover that you can zip up, so it's, if you have mosquitoes or bugs or anything in the area, or cats, it will protect the baby. So I think it is a must-have, and you can use it for quite a while, I think up until 30-something pounds. So it's quite big, and it will come in handy. And again, it is not very expensive. After that, humidifier, especially if you live in a dry area, because babies get congested. She didn't get congested for at least a month, but some babies get born congested, especially if the mother has a lot of dairy in her diet. They can come out with a lot of congestion, and it's kind of scary to listen to them breathe like this, because it's this totally congested breathing. And she didn't get congested for the first month at all, and I was like, yes. And then she started getting a little bit congested. She had a very congested night once or twice, and we started using the humidifier with lavender oil in it. I will list the humidifier below. And this is the oil diffuser with lavender oil diffusing. You will also need a nightlight, such as this one, because at night for diaper change you do not want to be turning the light on, the bright light on, but this one creates a beautiful effect of as if you're on the ocean bottom, and it's really soothing, and you can use it as a diaper change nightlight. And her breathing is awesome. Now, speaking about the breathing, she hates this, but it works. So basically, you put your mouth on it and you suck real hard, and this sucks her boogers or whatever, the congestion, out of her nose. Don't worry, you're not gonna suck it in. She doesn't have that much material, plus it has a filter, so just you're using the power of your mouth to suck it out. You do need to put a lot of effort into it. At first I didn't think I can even do it, but stick with it, it works out really well. And then you clean her with the little towels that I mentioned, that you have to have a lot of them. After that, you will need a thermometer. Digital thermometer is great to have because it's very quick, and it just kind of works like this. You turn it on.
Please measure. Your body temperature is 97.8 Fahrenheit degrees. Please measure.
So it is pretty convenient, easy to use, and you will use it for a long time, obviously. Thermometers are always handy. So after that, you will need a bath. There is different baths. I will include two varieties. bath for the baby. Obviously you can bathe with her in the bathtub, but you still probably need some form of accommodation for a bath. Babies love bath time. So get her a bath. They're also inexpensive. You will need towels and hooded towels for the baby. If you have a ton of towels that are clean, you can use that, but it's good to dedicate her own brand new organic towels, because again, baby skin is fresh, new. You absolutely want to keep her things clean, her environment clean when she comes out of the womb, so you don't deal with reactions, skin reactions. After that, you will need a quilt. This was her a gift from her grandma, and it was made by some women, but some blanket of sorts, so that you can take out on the lawn or do belly time at home. She always gets her belly time on this, and it's nice, so she doesn't go on the carpet, again keeping her clean and her environment clean. You will need a couple of toys for sure, and she has a lot of organic toys for later on, which she can chew on because they have no dyes and no harmful materials in them. But this, a toy that is a little more colorful, really attracts a very newborn, because after she's a month old, she's going to start noticing it, hearing it, and she can play with it a lot. Sophie, sorry, my dog reacted to this. Yes, she will need a sun hat for when you're taking her out, and it also looks so cute on her, although she hates anything on her head, but she does need it. Stroller, I will include the one I'm using. I'm using a simple, inexpensive one. There are some for runners, and strollers for runners are very popular. I got the stroller that it has a seat that can go into your stroller, and then you just grab the stroller and put it in your car, so it's convenient for when you're going some places, and you can just, without unstrapping her, you just grab the carrier and put it into the car, from the car into the stroller, and it makes life very easy. I don't run, so I didn't get the Bob stroller. If I don't know how it goes with running and strollers, I just go for really long walks with my stroller. You will need a carrier. I have an organic carrier, which is a baby wrap. She liked it when she was a newborn, and it came in handy, but she's starting to not like them so much, so it's hard to tell if your baby is gonna like it or not, but you will need it at first. And some babies are very clingy. A lot of babies are very clingy, so get a wrap, because you will need it to some degree or a lot. She's not a very clingy baby. She likes to have talk time, play time. We have our own schedule. She likes our chats, and she likes to be carried over shoulder now. Before that, in different ways carried, and she likes her independent time. I was very prepared for the whole approach of attachment parenting, because it makes perfect sense to me that the baby wants to be in close contact to you because it's been with you for 9 months. But the thing is, she's also growing out of that womb stage, and she's trying to begin to develop independently, so she wants both. She wants to be next to me, she wants to communicate with me, and she wants to be left alone. Since I realized that she wants to be left alone, we have no fussiness at all. I read her. You will learn to read your baby. She wakes up and she kind of invites you to talk. So you start talking with her, and she's exercising her words, which it's crazy, but I swear she's starting to say words, repeating them after me. And then as soon as she yawns or rubs her eyes, I immediately put her in her rocker, and she may still want to talk, but I know that if we continue, she'll go into crying if she overexerts herself. So even though I want to talk to her and she wants to talk to me, I know we talked enough, she needs to rest. So I put her in her rocker, and she's really calm, and she's just talking to herself, and slowly she puts herself to sleep. If I overexcite her, then she's gonna cry for a while, and it's kind of exhausting for the parent to because if she's exhausted, she doesn't know how to fall asleep, so you're gonna have to rock her for a while and she'll cry for a while. So since I learned how to read her, we don't have that problem with her crying. But that's after the first month. After that, you will need a little bouncer. I think that's the last. Oh, I have one more thing. You will need a little bouncer. That you're not going to use this bouncer for the first 30-40 days, even probably 50 days, so you don't have to get it immediately. But once she hits 2 months and she can kind of hold her head, you will need it. And she's fascinated by it has a mirror on it, and it has swinging things, and she still can't reach the toys, so I tend to put this, and she can reach this, and you can move this for her, and she's just fascinated by it. She can spend a long time in it. It moves around, so if you want to take a shower, you take her with you in the shower. In the kitchen, you take her with you. It has a little rocker, and you can rock her yourself. It's really becoming one of her favorite things since she became 2 months old. Before that, she couldn't hold her head in it, so we didn't use it at all. And you will need a really cute outfit for photos and for coming home or parties or whatever, and especially if people probably will send you gifts for outfits. We did get her a coming home outfit, and we did get sent a bunch of cute outfits. This is from one of my yoga followers, yoga girls. She handmade it, and it's the most adorable thing ever. This is little booty shorts with a little bunny rabbit and bunny hat and little shoes. So you will need one or two cute outfits, and I think that's about it. You will need a bunch of those towels. They come in real handy for everything, for cleaning up, for lining when you're changing her, just really for everything. Another very important thing, I was gonna forget the most important thing, you will need, I would say 2 changers, but get 1 changer. 2 changers because depending on your situation, but I moved into the nursery with my baby so that my partner gets sleep, and he doesn't wake up every time she wakes up. I know not everybody will do that, but we figure that's better. I prefer him to be rested. And we have a changer in his room for when I'm napping, and a changer in my room for when he's sleeping. Okay, and the changing cover on top.
And of course you need a baby.
The changer has to be at your waist level so that you don't develop back pain, and it's very important for your own recovery. So get a changer that can go onto a counter that is at your height level, or you can get a whole baby contraption with a changer and drawers for her diapers and all of that. I will include my changer. Are you enjoying your diaper change? Huh? Yes. I have a simple one that can be moved around and placed in different places, but you can get one that comes with everything included in it. And also you can get waterproof changer covers, and that will save you a lot of, because you will notice that when you change your baby, she often tends to pee right when you're changing her on her changer. So a few waterproof covers are perfect for that. I'll include everything below, and let me know put your requests down for what kind of product video you want me to talk about next, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.